Hello and welcome back to TechLeo. So today I will show you how to use Workload Identity Federation as a source of authentication to connect your GitHub Actions with GCP without using any private keys. So I will just start with opening my browser, then go to GCP landing page. Yup. So my next step will be to create, the first step will be to create a service account. So I will go to IAM and admin and click on service account. So you can also click on search bar and search for service accounts, and you will be able to see the option over here as well. So then I will create a service account. Yeah, so the service account name will be Workflow Identity Federation GitHub Actions Service Account. I think this is fine. Click on create and continue, and then under the role section I will be giving it two roles. So the first role will be compute admin to start and stop. So in the GitHub Actions I will be basically you starting and stopping a VM instance. So that's why I'm giving this computer admin role to it. And the main important role will be workload identity. You can choose anyone, but I will be choosing the workload identity user. That's it. Then I will click on continue, and that's it. I will click on done. And yeah, as you can see that the service account is created now, and there are no keys, and I will not be anyways creating a key for this one because we are not using private keys here. So then so once service account is created, then I will go to workload identity federation, click on this one, or you can also search here in the search bar workload identity. Yeah, this one. So then you can just select this, and here there are two options. We'll be selecting create pool. Yeah, so I will be giving the name. Let's give the same name, that is workload identity federation GitHub Actions pool, and click on continue. Then under the provider, there are three options: AWS, OIDC, and SAML. So if you are using GitHub Actions, you need to select OIDC for it. So I will be selecting this option. And under the provider details, I will give GitHub only as the name. And under the URL, GitHub has provided a URL for us to use. So I have the link. I will be sharing the same link in the description as well. So you can just click on this link. And if you scroll down a bit, this is the URL which they have provided. I will just copy this. I will paste it over here. Then I will keep the audience as default. Then I will click on continue. And under the attributes, for the subject attribute, I will be giving as assertion.sub, and I will be adding another mapping attribute dot repository, and its relevant to IDC code will be assertion dot repository. Yes. So these are the basic two attributes. You can add as much as mappings as you want, but these are the most basic attributes. And I will be adding a condition as well. So I will be adding a simple condition, that is assertion dot repository equal to. So yeah, here I have to add the name of the repository, which I have not yet created. So let's first create the repository here. Go to github.com, and at the top right you can click on your repositories. You have to either if you don't have an account in GitHub, you have to create an account first, then click on new, and I will be giving the repository name, maybe something similar, workload identity federation GitHub Actions, service account. Let's not give service account, just repo, and we'll keep it as public. I will be giving it a readme file, and then click on create repository. Okay, so now I have the name of the repo. I will just copy the name, my username, and then the repo name, because this is the format which this code is expecting. So I will just paste it over here. Yeah, so once this is done, I will click on save, and let's wait for it to create. Yeah, so as you can see, the pull and provider both are ready now. So this is the provider that we have. GitHub is the provider. But if you can see that there are no connected service accounts yet, so we'll not be able to use this unless and until a service account is connected to this one. And I will be connecting the service account which we have created in the beginning of the video to this provider. So to do that, there are two ways. Either you can give it manually, that is by clicking on grant access, and then second option, you can select the service account that I have created, or else there is another way, that is using gcloud command. So I will be doing the gcloud command today. So there is another interesting blog by Google. So I will be opening that blog. I will also share the link in the description of this blog. Yeah, so this is the blog. If you scroll down a bit, yes. So this is the command which basically binds this service account to this provider. So I will just copy this, and I will be pasting this in a notepad because I have to edit this as well. So I have copied it in a notepad, and now I will edit this one. So first I have to edit the service account. So I will just go back here in the GCP and click on service accounts. Yeah, so this is the service account that I have created. I will just copy this service account, and I will be pasting this here. So make sure that you are doing it in the right way, because if you mess up even a single quotes, it will not work. So just make sure that you are pasting it correctly. And under the project ID, I will copy the project ID of the GCP, that is, you can find it in the URL. Just I will just paste it over here. Yep. And the last thing we'll be doing is this one. We have to change the member as well. So as you can see that there is a link over here, IAM principal, and this is the link. So make sure that you're copying it from projects till pool. So I will be copying it from projects till my pool. Don't copy the subject as well. Just copy till pool and paste it over here, from projects till my pool. I pasted it. And under the attribute dot repository, I have to change this one as well. So this is here you have to again copy the name, username, and the repo name, and paste it over here from my org to my repo. Paste it. Yeah, so the command is ready now. I will go back, and I will be initializing Cloud Shell. So it will take some time to start. Okay, so it is now connected. I will just paste the code. Yeah, just a second. You have to copy it. I'll copy the whole command and I will paste it over here. Then hit enter and authorize your GCP, and let's wait for it to complete. Yeah, as you can see, the service account is now binded with this provider. So I will wait for a few seconds and I will reload this tab, and the service account will be displayed over here. Click on connected service accounts, and yes, you can see the service account is now showing up. So it is basically connected now. So once this task is done, so in the GitHub, we will be actually creating a starting and stopping a VM instance. So for that task, I have to also create a VM instance and connect the service account to this VM instance as well. Yeah, so I will click on create instance, and I will try to give the same name that I have been giving it since the start of the video, that is workload identity federation GitHub Actions instance. And I will keep the configuration as it is because this is a free tier account, so it will not allow me to choose anything else. But under the identity and API access, I will be selecting the service account that I have created, that is WIFGASA. Click on that one and click on create, and let's wait for it to start. Yeah, so as you can see, the instance is created and it is running currently. So I will be stopping this instance because we will be starting this using GitHub Actions. I will just click on stop and wait for a few seconds for it to stop. Yeah, so the VM instance is stopped now. So my next step will be, I will go to the GitHub and I will be creating an actions by clicking on the actions button and click on set up a workflow yourself. Yes, and I will be keeping the name as it is. You can always change it, it's totally upon you. And for the sake of time, I will copy the contents from a source which I have used in the previous video and paste it over here. Yes, as you can see, this is the YAML code which is basically doing two jobs, that is start VM and stop VM. And this stop VM will only run once start VM is finished. So this is the basic structure. And this start VM is currently using the credentials, that is secret account key, which I have given in the settings. So I will be deleting this and I will be updating it with the workload identity federation credentials. So I will just delete this part and I will type workload identity provider colon, and here I will be giving the link of the provider, that is, if you go back to your pool, click on providers, and here there is an option of edit. Click on the edit option, and if you scroll up or scroll down, there is a link over here. You have to copy from projects till the end, till the provider name, copy it and paste it over here and hit enter, and you have to add the service account as well, that is service account keyword, and copy the service account from here that you have created and paste it over here. So make sure that you're copying the right service account and the right link, because if the service account is different than what you have created, then this will throw an error. So I will just copy these two lines and paste it under the second job as well, because we'll be using the same credentials for the both of the jobs. And that's it. I will click on okay. I have to change the instance name as well, so I will just go back to the instance and copy this instance name and paste it over here, and here as well, because I will be starting and stopping this instance. That's why there are two commands. And the zone as well, the zone is different. Copy the zone US Central 1A and paste it under the zone option. Yes, So that's it. I'll click on commit changes. Yeah, so once the workflow file is ready, I will click on actions again, and I will click on the workflow that we have created right now, and then click on run workflow, and then click on run workflow, and let's wait for the actions to start. Or you can click on reload. Yes. So the first job is has started. I click on the start VM, and as you can see that it has successfully authenticated using the workload identity federation credentials. It is authenticated correctly. As you can see that this is the workload identity federation link and the service account, and it has started the VM instance as well. So I will just go back to the VM instance and I will refresh this, and let's confirm. Yeah, so it is running now. So this is the proof that the GitHub Actions was able to run this GCP service using these credentials. So then I'll go to the stop VM, which will run right after start VM, and this has also was successfully authenticated to GCP and is now trying to stop the VM as well. So let's wait for it to stop. Yeah, as you can see it has stopped now. So I will just go and confirm once again. Click on refresh, and you can see the instance is stopped now. So yeah, so this was the procedure of how to set up workload identity federation credentials to connect your GCP services from GitHub Actions, obviously without using any private keys. And I will be uploading another video soon where I will be showing how to use the VM instance resources to run the code stored in your GitHub repo, which will act as a complete CI/CD pipeline. So stay tuned for that, and thank you so much. Bye.